I was coming home and I'm supposed to be on a social media break, but this is very, very sad news. This is very sad news. Something that, you know, I mean,
Boy, this shit is so fucking crazy. This shit is so fucking crazy. Look, y'all, it's deeper or whatever than all this shooting. You know, they did that shit or whatever, so everybody can say or whatever that the shit gang related, but it's really not gang related. You feel me?
The
Like,
little jewels that you saying in there. That's what I like. Like I said, the medicine really is in the candy. Because even when you drop a bar like about Dr. Sebi,
Yeah.
like just that one thing they killed Dr. Sebi will make somebody go research who
100%.
Dr. Sebi.
related, you feel me? Like everybody think that Nipsey Hussle got killed because he was in a gang. See, that's what they want y'all to think. Nipsey Hussle got killed because he was doing that documentary on that doctor, the one that said he can cure AIDS, and then all of a sudden or whatever he got found dead. He got found dead or whatever in.
Why you think they killed him?
Why do they kill all holistic doctors?
Right.
Messing up the medical industry.
You playing, you short-stopping their grind. Why do niggas get killed for hustling in front of a nigga spot? You short-stopping the grind. And these niggas, they check is billions. You got niggas that get flipped for a couple $100,000. So you playing with some pharmaceutical money, you know? And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985.
and I don't know if this is related or not, but if you guys remember, Nipsey Hussle, he started working on this Dr. Sebi project. And a lot of people were like, you know, Nipsey Hussle needs to be protected. He was working on this Dr. Sebi documentary. And
In 1979, I think it was, you were charged in New York City with practicing medicine without a license. And I would advise my viewers who might be questioning your authenticity that you won that case. Now, so the charge was practicing medicine without a license and claiming that you had a remedy to cure AIDS, cancer, and diabetes. So the question is, how did you win that case against what some people say are the toughest prosecutors in the land?
Well, it was 1987.
87, not 79,
The
87.
10th of February.
Okay.
My mother knew they were coming. When I told my mama that I had cured my 13 AIDS patient, she said, "They gonna get you. They gonna get you."
Man.
What makes you want to do a documentary about Dr. Sebi?
I think the story is important. I think it's a powerful narrative.
It is.
You know what I mean? And I think imagine this. Anybody in this room, if I could say, hey, somebody cured AIDS, y'all be like, yeah, right. And then I could show you an example of him going to trial and proving in a court to a jury that he cured AIDS. Y'all be interested in
Let me
that.
stop you there. You said I cured my 13 AIDS patients.
Yeah.
So you had 13 patients
Yeah.
who had AIDS.
Yeah.
And then you say
were cured.
you cured them.
Sure. So my mother said, "They're gonna get you." I said, "But Ma, why are they gonna get me?" Because you must remember that you live in a society that support a certain philosophy and a certain system. You being the color that you are, black, and then you going against the grain, they're gonna get you.
In that.
Absolutely.
And y'all would look
100%.
into the way he did it, right? So I feel like more so than like championing his products or explaining his methodology, put some light on that case.
So when I'm in my office on February the 10th, here come the detectives. You were charged with practicing medicine without a license, selling product not approved by the FDA, and claiming to cure AIDS and other diseases. I said, yes. Well, you are making a fraudulent claim. I asked the detective, how do you know that?
Because you were advertising in newspapers.
Of course, I advertised in the Village Voice, the Amsterdam News, and the New York Post.
And you were telling people through your advertising that you can cure
AIDS, sickle cell, lupus, herpes, blindness, diabetes, paralysis, and others.
Okay, so they come knocking on the door and
So knocked on my door and took me to jail. But the funny thing about it, I was happy. I was very, very, extremely happy. When everybody in my office was crying, I was happy because my mama told me they were coming. And I knew that I had sufficient evidence to prove my position. Not only scientifically, empirically, historically, and whatever way they would desire. So while I was in jail, I'm saying, I wonder what defense they would have against me.
Yeah.
I would like to know. But I didn't blame the Attorney General, Mr. Robert Abrams, because why should he accept from me the statement that I cure AIDS and sickle cell and blindness when no one else has ever made those claims? The man had a right to arrest me, but he was making a mistake. So I'm sitting in jail, and I'm happy. When I got out of jail and when I went in front of the judge, I asked 3 questions.
And they were?
They were, Your Honor.
You defended yourself?
Of course I did.
Okay.
Your Honor, is it a fact that the Holy Bible teaches that the herbs are for the healing of the nations? She said, yes. Is it a fact that science shows that the human body is carbon-based, and to complement a carbon-based body, you must have a carbon-based substance to complement it, because the body only accepts a substance through the process of chemical affinity. Chemical affinity is important. It's an electrical transfer. Chemical affinity.
Okay.
The body could only accept what it is made of, not something new or alien to it. Last question. Your Honor, is it a fact that the father of medicine, Mr. Hippocrates, the man that established the principle of medical science today, cured every disease known to man? Did he use herbs or chemicals? She said, herbs. I said, thank you very much. I rest my case.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I understood that the state were unprepared to defend itself. They were unprepared because in the past there was 2,781 cases that came before the Supreme Court and lost. I won. Not only did I prove scientifically, but I had the diagnostic sheets, and I do have them today. And those diagnostic sheets didn't come from me. They came from their school, their American medical accredited school.
Did I read it correctly where there was some requirement for you to actually bring patients, a patient into court from each of those maladies, and that you brought multiple patients in court who, one, testified themselves, and that you had medical records, one showing that they were victims of the disease, and then showing that it had been cured by one doctor, and then a second doctor verifying what the first doctor had said?
Yes. We have to remember this, that whenever you make a statement that goes against the grain, you better be prepared. You better be prepared. The judge said that I had to bring one of every patient that I had cured, and there was one that said others. The others was a man that came from Italy. He was paralyzed. But I was supposed to take 9. I took 77.
Building this up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Some breaking news to tell you about out of the entertainment world. Rapper Nipsey Hussle was shot. 2 others were hurt in a shooting here in LA. This is a live picture.
Give some people some information about Dr. Sebi that they might not know. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest one, but
he went to trial. A lot of things he did, right? But in 1985, he got arrested because he was printing in magazines that he cures AIDS and sickle cell and cancer.
Yeah.
And they like, that's false advertisement, that's malpractice of medicine, all type of thing. He wasn't no doctor. He just used herbs and his understanding of herbs.
Right.
Somebody threw a rock on my window. It's Randy Jackson. What does he want? My brother want to see you. Your brother? Michael? Okay. I went. Well, he's sick as hell. Well, I treated him, and he got cured. He saw it, and he was encouraged to take me to the Rayborn building on Capitol Hill. I said, why are you taking me there? Because you cure AIDS. I said, but what makes you think that they are interested in that? What makes you think that the world is interested? I don't care if it's any country in the world, they are not interested, especially Africa. They were never interested.
77 patients was cured of AIDS on record. See? In 1985 by his herbs. Why we ain't never heard that? Why that ain't been on TV? They got a Tupac and Biggie, the 55th documentary that they made about the Tupac and Biggie murder. They got billboards, you know what I'm saying?
Lisa was the only person that had the nerve to tell me something that shook me up, and she was right. Lisa came to me for healing, like Michael Jackson did, and they both received what I had to offer, and they were quite satisfied.
He was about 74.
Oh, y'all interviewed him?
Yeah, we interviewed him twice.
Man.
Not here, but when I was on the other show. He was able to jump from the floor up here on his knees.
At 70-something.
On his knees, and jump back down and no problems, nothing like that.
Why you think they killed him?
Why do they kill all holistic doctors?
Messing up the medical industry.
You short-stopping their grind. Why do niggas get killed for hustling in front of a nigga spot? You short-stopping the grind. And these niggas, they check is billions. You got niggas that get flipped for a couple $100,000. So you playing with some pharmaceutical money, you know? And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York.
Right.
Because he put in the newspaper he cured AIDS.
Yeah.
Did
he beat the case. And he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record.
Yep.
And nobody talk about it.
And the feds indicted him. And he went to trial against the feds and won. You know what I mean? And the judge even said like, oh yeah, you know, my whole life I wanted to change the world. But I just ended up being a judge. But today I'm gonna find you not guilty and change the world. That was her statement at the end of the whole trial. By finding him not guilty, she gets to impact the world. And yeah, we ain't never heard that story. You gotta search for that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm in a position I can produce content. You know, that's a real interesting story. If I didn't know nothing about nothing, I ain't gotta be a vegetarian to appreciate that. Or a health nut. No disrespect to nobody, what I mean when I say that. To appreciate that, damn, that's interesting. You know, who is this dude? Let me research. And after that, they'll go into everything he's done and, you know, figure out exactly how powerful dude was and why he ended up mysteriously dying in jail recently.
Saying he
and if they down me, y'all better ride for me, man. Y'all better burn something down, man. I come up falling off the building or something, man.
Yeah, it's like everything else. Africa was full of natural resources. What they do? All the diamonds, they came and got it. All the gold, they came and got it. All the niggas, they came and got us. You know what I mean? It's the continent is raped of all its resources. So, you know what I mean? I guess the word they call it is colonialism. When they come and colonize your land and take the resources.
That nigga just thought you was a regular gangbanger.
Yeah, you know, like I said,
using words like that.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, we said it earlier. Like I educated myself. At one point I was ignorant and lost, but like you got to know yourself before you do anything. Before you can make a record, before you can have an opinion, you got to know yourself. So, you know, the same thing going on with rap music. The same thing going on with all of our culture. Whether it's gangbanging, whether it's trapping down south, whether it's hip hop, whatever it is, like, you know, if a motherfucker see it as an asset or as a resource, we don't got no no means to go get it. You know what I mean? Other than our little pistols and handguns, we got choppers and all that. These niggas got millions of dollars, institutions set up, like the LAPD, like the feds, like the FBI. All this is their army. And their army make it to where you can inflict your will. Meaning if a motherfucker don't want to do it from an agreement, you can come take it. If a nigga don't want to agree and do it verbally, well, you got an army to come enforce your will. So we that's what we lack. You know what I mean? We don't have no army that's gonna come protect our natural resources because our shit is divided. How, you know what I'm saying? We don't even understand how we connected because, oh, you a blood, I'm from 60s, fuck you, or you from over, I'm from 60s, fuck you, or you from A-Tray, I'm from 60s, fuck you. And that's a fucked up mentality to have. But that's the culture of where we come from. To where, like, that's why my album is titled South Central State of Mind. Cause we yeah.
The reason why I respect these niggas is because on some real shit is because that shit ain't a fad. This is niggas' culture. I don't respect niggas that's rappers running around and you from a city where that ain't even your culture and you throwing up a red rag or you throwing up a blue rag. Man, y'all niggas is faker than a motherfucker, man. Faker than a motherfucker. Niggas don't even know the code. Nigga got a red rag on what the left side. Come on, man. And videos, man. And promoting that shit to the kids like that's what's up. And that ain't even your culture. I could respect LA niggas. I could respect niggas that whose cities that's what they embrace. That's what they grow up under. That these niggas pretty much ain't got no choice. If you grow up in the 60s hood, nigga, you a 60 nigga. If you grow up in the A-Tray hood, you a A-Tray nigga. If you grow up in this hood, that's what you is. But if you grow up where there ain't no gang banging, and then you become a grown ass man and want to throw a flag up, throw a rag up, I mean, get the fuck out of here, nigga, you fake ass nigga.
Say what? They say Suwu and all that dumb shit. Them niggas ain't real, man.
Niggas ain't real. And that's not disrespecting the real.
No, exactly. But real talk. I'm talking about strictly fake niggas. If this your culture, this what you grew up in, that's what y'all do, man, it's all love to y'all. I'm talking about fake niggas, like a nigga that'll grow up in Philadelphia and throw up a red rag or a blue rag. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Cause we on war out there over that. We war over green. You feel what I'm saying? And drugs and we don't war over that ain't us. You feel what I'm saying? So do you fake ass niggas that's out here fucking a nigga culture up? What niggas really was raised and grown up, man? Fuck you niggas, man. If you ain't never looked to the eyes of a real nigga, I give you a chance, nigga. Fuck you niggas.
Gilly said it, nigga.
Nigga, I said it, nigga. Fuck you niggas, man. There's a lot of you niggas on TV running around, faker than a motherfucker. $3 bill ass niggas, man. Fuck you niggas, man.
Clogging the lane for my real niggas.
That shit needed to be put out there, man, because that shit really going down like that.
Clogging the lane up for real niggas.
Clogging the lane up. I got niggas that's really living in that shit, been brought up in that shit,
this
man.
nigga really grew up in that shit.
Man, you know what I'm
this
talking
what
about,
these niggas is from. You don't even see them niggas on that shit.
Ain't no video.
He trying to teach young niggas other shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I'm finna say. Like, you know, like my nigga J-Rock. J-Rock from Bonnie Hunters. I'm from 60s. You know what I'm saying? We came together with our moves. You know what I mean? Because for a minute, it was the undertone in the street was, oh, Nipsey don't fuck with J-Rock. J-Rock don't fuck with Nipsey. Them niggas got issues and all that. So we took a natural step to just sit down and chop it, like, and I fuck with the nigga based on the type of nigga he is, not based on who he is, where he come from, based on the nigga he is before all that, and vice versa. And now, you know what I mean, I'm good over there. I can go through the nigga since my nigga. They know where I'm from, but it's a mutual respect. You can come to on Bryanhurst and on 10th Ave, and niggas gonna respect me.
On Slauson.
On Slauson.
Huh?
We was on a
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's the example we trying to set. You know, this shit been going on for decades. And a lot of niggas, that mentality grew into cancer and killed them. You know what I mean? So that's why a nigga want to reverse the mind state in our city. And that's what my whole movement is about. You know what I mean? Niggas might see me as he's a hypocrite because his video is him with his homies throwing his hood up. But nah, you know, I'm just
representing where you from.
I'm expressing the culture of my city. Yeah. So, you know, and I'm not talking to you niggas that would even say that. I'm talking to the niggas that's listening, the young niggas that's coming up looking at a Nipsey or a J-Rock or a Game or a Snoop Dogg as quote unquote inspiration.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you like I love you and I don't even know you. But on hood, if I don't love you, I'm gonna tell you whatever. I'm gonna tell you what's in my benefit. If I love you, I'm gonna tell you what's in your benefit. And repeating the mistakes niggas like us made, the niggas before us and the niggas before them made, is not in your benefit. Yo, what's in your benefit is to get around shit like this. To get behind the counter.
$100 million niggas.
Yeah.
That's why we providing opportunity. That's what we gotta set it up.
That's it.
And that's the other thing. Why I break this down is like we the big homies. You know what I'm saying? Like I could talk to niggas that's born in my hood. Niggas be like, man, got you, man. Can't stop this shit. I'm like, why we can't? He got 2-3 losses. You got 2-3-4 losses. Is you gonna give it up to everybody gone? You know what I'm saying? The sons of niggas' daddy who ain't never met their daddies gonna let them say, I gotta go to that side because my daddy gonna let them learn about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's really like something that I feel happen here. And it's like that real genocide, that real, you know what I'm saying? Gentrification, that little like colonial, all that shit looks like real. You know what I'm saying? Like so I be looking at it and say you put it on the movie. You feel me? Educate a nigga. You put it on a banging on wax CD. Educate a nigga. Let a niggas air that shit out. It's like exercise. Let a nigga get. I done ran into a few active motherfuckers on this camera.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, let me step up on my hood. I be like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was a whole.
On the record, that was the longest woo woo I ever heard.
That's how a nigga do it. That's how a nigga come.
He hit you with it.
Hit you with about. It's like it's on. Then the nigga walk off like. And
this is what I learned out in Cali, nigga. I'm on my way to the telly, get that smoke, whoop de whoop whoop whoop. Yeah, nigga. Y'all put the rest to it, nigga. I'm on my way to the telly.
Hey, tell him figure it out, nigga.
I'm on my way to the telly. I'ma roll up the whoop de whoop whoop whoop. And y'all niggas put the rest to it.
Look. Hey, I'm gonna really give you what a whoop is. Whoop is like you got one of them chickens and you put the whoop on it.
Yeah, that whoop.
You put too much whoop on it, nigga gonna be like, nigga put too much whoop on it. You know, chill niggas though, man. But not for real, like really, like this shit is really like, man. We gonna break ground. We gonna roll through the schools. I get this nice tour I'm putting together. I'm going up this shit like Jesus, man. Like, Pac, hold on, we ain't never did this. Yeah, he got it.
Deuce to the 9. Gangsta Crippin' on the daily. You feel me? Let's do this shit. We popping off for the motherfucking